Thank you for joining us. My name is Reverend Alfred Correa. I'm the Regional Chaplain with New York State Office of Children and Family Services. I give oversight to the ministerial services downstate, a total of 6 residential facilities where boys, young ladies, and mother and child are actually housed in our facilities. We've developed a youth chaplaincy program with an intention to hopefully alleviate some of the stressors and encourage and inspire our youth while they're incarcerated. The Youth Chaplaincy Certification Program is a multidisciplinary approach where we include the practitioners, both the scholar, those who are have not experienced seminary training. We have pastors, we have lay persons, we have clinicians, we have educators who have come together with one cause, and that cause is to hopefully identify ways to better service our youth. This training is a didactic approach and really trying to teach the practitioner about youth culture, primarily on how to work with youth in the 21st century. We're dealing with LGBTQ, we're dealing with parent-child problems, childhood trauma, we're dealing with gang culture and so many other issues that plague our youth today. So please join us as we go through a series of interviews and show you a little bit about what this youth chaplaincy program is about. God bless you.
Well, basically, it has enhanced what I've known about the youth culture with respect to gangs and the various social and psychological and emotional issues that many of them are facing today. And it also has heightened my awareness with due to the fact that many of the churches are not doing what they are commanded to do by God. Many of our children are hurting, and a lot of our churches really don't know how to deal with these situations.
Well, first of all, the training is essential to helping develop the number one component that I use in my ministry and in working with chaplaincy, which is the art and skill of listening. Many times before you can actually address an issue with a juvenile offender or anyone, you have to hear what's going on with them. And then through the training has really helped me not transpose my feelings on the situation that I'm dealing with. This training has really cleared up a lot of issues in terms of how we communicate to the young people that we're talking to, how we communicate with each other.
You said that there were some views that changed. Can you tell us what some of those views were?
Right. Well, I come from an evangelical background, and so and I love it. You know, it's a really soft spot for me to evangelize. However, within the chaplain context, it's really not about that. It's really about whether they're Muslim, whether they're Buddhist, whether they're Hindu. It doesn't matter what they are. There's a need that needs to be met there. Going back to the Good Samaritan story in scriptures, the Good Samaritan didn't ask whether he was Muslim or Jew or Catholic. Didn't ask him. So we're taking on that role. We're embodying that role, the spirit of that story, to not really be concerned about that and be concerned more about the need.
When we look at the 21st century today, a major conversation that's taking place in the criminal justice system is juvenile justice and how we can reform the juvenile justice system. Well, in this Youth Chaplaincy Certification Program, I am proposing that when you train practitioners, clergy in the faith community on how to first work with the population, then hopefully we can get different results. An example is when ministries go into prisons and they go and they share the faith, however they built no relationships. How do we become intentional about building relationships with the youngsters, getting to know who they are, getting to know their real names, and seeing what the real needs are? If we continue to look at the differences, if we continue to look at the things that are different from the first and second and third generation, we're going to have a very difficult time better understanding what the needs are. So in this process, we're hopefully training the practitioner to be sensitive to this culture, to be understanding of the new norms of our society, and how we can better service our youth. Stay tuned. God bless you.